The thoughts, feelings, and intentions you carry while washing your hands could be the gateway to attracting loads of money and opportunities into your life in 2025. So, how can something as mundane as washing your hands play a role in manifesting wealth? The answer lies in the power of your mind, your thoughts, and the energy you are sending out to the universe every single moment. Let me show you how. The human brain is a remarkable organ, often described as the most complex structure in the known universe. Yet, its true power lies not only in its ability to process information but in its capacity to shape and reshape your reality, moment by moment. When you engage in personal transformation, especially with the intention of manifesting something as significant as wealth, your brain undergoes a profound shift. This shift can feel disorienting, even chaotic. It's like the entire foundation of your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors is being deconstructed. And it is precisely during these moments of discomfort, dissonance, and uncertainty that change begins to take root. At some point in your life, you've probably found yourself at the crossroads of transformation. You've felt the unease, the unfamiliarity, as if your old life is slipping through your fingers. This is the point where many people falter and give up, overwhelmed by the mental and emotional turbulence. It is in this chaos, however, that the most significant growth occurs. This discomfort is the brain's way of stretching itself, preparing to embrace new neural pathways, new possibilities, and a new reality. In this space of uncertainty, everything is in flux, but this is also where the magic happens. Let's imagine for a moment that you're standing in your kitchen washing your hands. As the water runs over your skin, you notice the thoughts that pass through your mind. You may find yourself thinking about your current financial situation, the challenges that seem to stand in the way of your dreams, or the habits and mindsets that feel so deeply ingrained. It's in these moments, when your mind is still and aware, that the work of transformation begins. But because awareness is the first step to breaking free from the grip of your past. If your life has been operating on autopilot for years, if you've been running through the same routine, engaging in the same thoughts, facing the same challenges, then your brain has essentially become a living record of the past. Every habit, every belief, every action is a repetition of what has come before. Your brain is a highly efficient system designed to keep you in familiar patterns, because that's what it knows. However, true transformation requires a break from this cycle. It demands that you consciously choose a new path, one that aligns with the future you desire. When you wake up in the morning, how much of your day is truly intentional? How much of it is driven by habitual patterns, automatic behaviors, and unconscious thought loops? If you're following the same routine day after day, if your thoughts are replays of yesterday's worries, doubts, and fears, you're essentially reliving the past. The brain, in this sense, functions as a recording device of your previous experiences. It stores everything you've learned, every habit you've formed, and every emotion you've felt. It uses this information to predict and react to the present, often without conscious awareness. In many ways, you are not living in the present moment at all, but rather, you are living in the known realm, the realm of the past. Every action, every thought, every feeling is a reaction to what has already happened. The brain is like a well-worn groove, and you are simply following the path of least resistance. However, this is also why transformation feels so uncomfortable. When you try to change, you are challenging the brain's natural tendency to stay within familiar boundaries. You are stepping out of the known and into the unknown, and that is a place where growth can occur. Let's take the simple act of washing your hands as an example. When you do this task mindlessly, without thought, without intention, you're merely going through the motions, reinforcing the same patterns of behavior that have come before. Your brain is on autopilot, running the same program it always runs. But when you engage in the process with full awareness, when you are conscious of every drop of water, every movement of your hands, and every thought that arises, you are shifting into the present moment. This moment, free from the past, is the only space in which real change can take place. In these moments of mindfulness, you are symbolically washing away the old. You are cleansing yourself not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally. You are letting go of the past with each breath, each thought, each action. The present moment is where the future is created. And by consciously engaging in the present, you are actively rewiring your brain to align with a new reality. At the heart of this transformation lies the principle of neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize and form new neural connections throughout life. For years, scientists believed that the brain's structure was largely fixed after childhood, that it could not be changed. However, recent research has shown that the brain is incredibly malleable, capable of forming new neural pathways well into adulthood. Neuroplasticity is the mechanism by which your brain adapts to new experiences, learns new skills, and even recovers from injuries. This means that the brain is not a static organ. It is dynamic, constantly evolving based on your experiences, thoughts, and actions. When you embark on a journey of transformation, whether it's shifting your mindset, breaking free from old habits, or manifesting a new reality, you are engaging in a process of rewiring your brain. This is why transformation can feel disorienting. You are literally creating new neural pathways that have never existed before. And just like any new habit or skill, it takes time and repetition to strengthen these new connections. Consider this: when you consciously decide to think differently, to act differently, or to respond differently to life's challenges, your brain begins to form new connections. These new pathways are initially weak and unrefined, but with continued practice, they grow stronger. Eventually, they become the new default, and the old patterns fade away. This is the process of transformation, replacing the old with the new, step by step, moment by moment. One of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal in the process of transformation is intention. Intention is the act of setting a clear, focused goal or outcome, and it plays a key role in activating the brain's potential for change. When you set an intention, you are directing your brain's focus toward a specific outcome, which helps to align your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with that goal. Visualization, too, is an incredibly powerful technique. By mentally rehearsing the actions and emotions associated with your desired outcome, you are priming your brain to manifest those experiences in reality. The brain cannot distinguish between an experience that is real and one that is vividly imagined. When you visualize your goals, your brain starts to create neural pathways as if those experiences are already happening. This not only strengthens your belief in the possibility of transformation, but also helps to reprogram your brain to act in ways that align with your desired future. For example, if you are seeking to manifest wealth, visualizing yourself living in abundance, experiencing financial freedom, and feeling the emotions of prosperity can rewire your brain to recognize those experiences as attainable. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes to act in ways that reflect your new reality. Your brain, in turn, adapts, and opportunities for wealth begin to appear. The key to lasting transformation lies in consistency. While the process of rewiring the brain can take time, it doesn't require drastic changes. Small, intentional actions, done daily, can make a profound impact over time. Here are a few practical steps you can take to begin rewiring your brain for transformation. Mindfulness and presence. Begin by incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine. Whether you're washing your hands, driving to work, or having a conversation, practice being fully present in the moment. Notice your thoughts, your feelings, and the sensations in your body. This simple act of awareness will begin to shift your brain out of autopilot and into the present. Positive affirmations. Rewire your brain with positive affirmations that align with your goals. Start each day by stating affirmations that reinforce your desired reality. For example, I am worthy of abundance, or I am becoming more confident and capable every day. These affirmations help to reprogram your subconscious mind to align with your desired outcome. Visualization practice. Take a few minutes each day to visualize your goals. Imagine yourself living the life you desire, feeling the emotions of success, joy, and fulfillment. Picture every detail vividly, from the sights and sounds to the sensations in your body. The more you practice visualization, the more real it will feel. Embrace discomfort. Understand that transformation requires stepping outside your comfort zone. The discomfort you feel when breaking old habits or thinking new thoughts is a sign that your brain is being rewired. Embrace this discomfort, knowing that it is a necessary part of the process. Celebrate small wins. Every step you take toward your new reality is a victory. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. This reinforces the new neural pathways you are creating and helps to keep you motivated. By applying these practices daily, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your mindset, your actions, and your reality. Over time, these small changes will compound, leading to profound transformation. The present moment is a realm where everything exists, and yet, it is often the most overlooked aspect of our daily lives. We constantly find ourselves distracted by the past or the future, caught in cycles of what was or what could be. But the truth is, the only time that truly exists is now. The present moment is not a fleeting concept. It is a dynamic state of being that holds the power to shape your reality in ways that most people fail to recognize. It is within this moment that the brain can rewire itself, create new neural connections, and ultimately shift your internal state. The impact this can have on your ability to manifest wealth, success, and abundance is profound. Your brain is an extraordinary organ, constantly adapting to new experiences and environmental factors. It is plastic in nature, meaning it can be molded and reshaped throughout your life. This adaptability is referred to as neuroplasticity. It's a concept that speaks to the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections in response to learning or new experiences. Neuroplasticity doesn't just happen when you embark on grand projects or make significant life changes. It occurs with every thought, emotion, and decision you make. The act of focusing on the present moment is a powerful catalyst for neuroplasticity. It allows your brain to break free from the well-worn paths of the past and open up to new possibilities. In this present moment, you are no longer tethered to outdated beliefs, repetitive thoughts, or past patterns. Every moment is an opportunity to choose anew, to change your thoughts and emotions, and by doing so, change your reality. To understand the connection between the present moment and your ability to create lasting change, it's essential to grasp the relationship between thoughts, emotions, and your state of being. Thoughts are the language of the brain, and they have the power to create new pathways in the brain with each passing moment. But thoughts alone are not enough. Emotions are equally important. Emotions are the language of the body, and they are the driving force behind action. They are what give momentum to your thoughts and create the energy needed to manifest your desires. When you consciously bring yourself into the present moment, you can begin to control both your thoughts and your emotions. Imagine that you're standing at a sink, washing your hands. In this ordinary moment, you have the ability to tap into a state of gratitude, abundance, or excitement. You're not simply washing your hands. You're infusing that moment with intention, with the emotional frequency of wealth and success. This is where the magic begins. The act of being fully present in the moment is the gateway to transformation. Every time you bring yourself into the now, you create a break in the habitual patterns of your past. The human brain is designed to take the path of least resistance, which means it often defaults to old thought patterns and emotional responses. These familiar patterns become the foundation of your reality. If your habitual thoughts are negative or limiting, your brain continues to reinforce those beliefs, keeping you stuck in the same cycle. However, by choosing to bring yourself into the present moment, you disrupt that cycle. In this space, your brain becomes malleable, and new possibilities begin to arise. For example, as you wash your hands, instead of letting your mind wander to worries or doubts, you consciously focus on the present experience. You feel the water running over your hands, the sensation of cleanliness, and you begin to focus on the abundance that is already flowing into your life. This simple act of mindfulness begins to recalibrate your brain and your body, shifting your energy toward your desired reality. In the present moment, you are not bound by the past. You are not limited by your old beliefs, nor are you anxious about an uncertain future. You are free to choose new thoughts, new emotions, and new actions. And the more you do this, the more you rewire your brain to align with the frequency of your desires. One of the most significant obstacles to transformation is the brain's natural resistance to change. The brain is wired to seek comfort and familiarity, which means that stepping outside of the known and into the unknown can trigger fear, anxiety, and self-doubt. This is where most people encounter resistance when attempting to change their lives, especially when it comes to manifesting wealth or success. Change, by nature, is uncomfortable. When you start shifting your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward something new, your brain perceives it as a threat. It is unfamiliar, and therefore, it feels unsafe. This is why people often experience discomfort when they begin to think differently or act outside their usual patterns. For example, if you're used to worrying about money, shifting to a mindset of abundance can feel unnatural at first. Your brain will resist it, often through thoughts like, "I can't do this," or "this won't work." But this resistance is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. It's a sign that you are breaking free from the past. The more you resist these negative thoughts and choose to align with a new mindset, the stronger the new neural pathways become. Over time, the old thought patterns lose their power, and the new ones take root. The discomfort you feel is simply your brain adjusting to the new reality you are creating. This is a crucial part of the transformation process. Mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in the moment, is the antidote to this resistance. When you practice mindfulness, you create space between your habitual thoughts and your reactions. In that space, you have the power to choose. Instead of automatically reacting to old patterns or fears, you can choose new thoughts and emotions that align with your vision of success. For example, if you're washing your hands and your mind starts to wander to thoughts of lack or scarcity, mindfulness allows you to notice those thoughts without getting caught up in them. You can acknowledge them, but you don't have to believe them. Instead, you can consciously choose to shift your focus back to feelings of abundance, gratitude, and excitement. This shift in focus is what allows you to break free from the old patterns and step into a new reality. Intentionality is another key component in using the present moment to manifest your desires. Intentionality means that you are not merely going through the motions of life. You are actively choosing how you want to show up in each moment. When you approach the act of washing your hands, for example, with intention, you are imbuing that moment with purpose. You're not just cleaning your hands, you are choosing to use that moment to align with the frequency of wealth and success. This intention creates an energetic shift in your body and mind, setting the stage for transformation. By infusing every action with intention, you begin to shift your state of being. As you wash your hands with intention, you are also washing away old, limiting beliefs and replacing them with thoughts and emotions that align with your vision for the future. The more you do this, the more your brain and body become aligned with the energy of abundance and success. As with any form of transformation, consistency is key. The brain thrives on repetition, and the more consistently you bring yourself into the present moment with intention, the more you reprogram your neural pathways to align with your desires. This is not a one-time practice. It's something you do every day, in every moment. The act of washing your hands, when done with mindfulness and intention, becomes a powerful tool for rewiring your brain and reshaping your reality. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means commitment. It means showing up for yourself every day, choosing to focus on the present moment, and aligning your thoughts and emotions with your desired outcome. Over time, this consistency will create lasting change. Your brain will begin to automatically shift toward a mindset of abundance and success, and your body will respond by attracting the opportunities and circumstances that align with your new reality. When you bring yourself into the present moment with intention, you are not just changing your current reality, you are laying the foundation for your future. The energy you cultivate in the present is what attracts the experiences, people, and circumstances that will shape your future. If you want to manifest wealth and success, you must align yourself with those frequencies now, in the present moment. By doing so, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you create through your thoughts, emotions, and actions. The present moment is where the seeds of that future are planted. Every time you choose to be present, you are planting the seeds of your future success. The more you water those seeds with positive thoughts, emotions, and actions, the more they will grow into a reality that reflects your desires. The moment you decide, with firm intention, that you are worthy of wealth and success, something powerful happens. It's like flipping a switch. That decision carries an energy stronger than any old thoughts or feelings that may have previously defined your life. This energy creates momentum, propelling you toward the future you desire. You can make this decision in everyday moments, like washing your hands. Every time you do, remind yourself, I am attracting abundance. Feel it, believe it, and the stronger the emotion tied to this decision, the more powerful the shift will be. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions align, you create a magnetic field that attracts money, opportunities, and success. Your brain forms neural connections based on the patterns of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors you repeat. The more you practice a thought or feeling, the stronger the neural connection becomes. This is how habits are formed, but it also applies to creating new patterns. By consciously practicing feelings of abundance every time you wash your hands, you're rewiring your brain to make those feelings and thoughts your new default. As you continue, your external reality begins to shift. Opportunities arise, and you attract the right people and circumstances. This transformation is backed by science. Focused thought and emotion can change the brain's wiring, leading to a shift in your entire experience. Change requires consistency. Just like any new habit, the more you practice, the stronger the neural pathways become. The more you wash your hands with the intention of attracting abundance, the more natural it will feel. Over time, this will become second nature. Eventually, you'll realize that every time you washed your hands, you weren't just cleansing your body, you were also cleansing your mind and soul, preparing them to receive the wealth already on its way. At the heart of this practice is belief. If you don't believe you're worthy of success, it's difficult to align your thoughts and actions with that vision. Belief grows over time, especially when reinforced by consistent, intentional action. The more you remind yourself of your worth, the stronger your belief in your ability to manifest your desires will become. By continuing to take small, consistent actions, like washing your hands with intention, you reinforce your belief and attract the wealth and opportunities you seek.